Each year, Microsoft Research hosts hundreds of influential speakers from around the world, including leading scientists, renowned experts in technology, book authors, and leading academics, and makes videos of these lectures freely available.
Hello, my name is Vince Ball. I'm the Interaction Design Manager in hardware, and this is Joe Fletcher. He's with the Unification Communication Group. And this is Jorge Meza. He's the Dean of the Department at Iberoamerica. Yep. And we partnered with them this year on this project. We're going to go through all the projects, but before we do, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the benefits that we got out of it, and Joe's going to kick that off.
Sure. So this is my first year as liaison. Vince, this is your second, third?
Yeah, second year.
Second year, okay.
3 years Ibero's been part of the program.
So for me, this has been an incredibly rewarding experience. The first thing we did when we went down and met with the students is tried to help guide them towards problems and challenges that were unique to Mexico, that showed off sort of their culture and their challenges, that would create a great story and that would create a great presentation for you guys here. All the students did great work, all the teams that we had. The other students are actually up there representing their school.
Stand up.
I applaud
stand
them.
Up.
So for me personally, and I think I speak for Vince on this as well, is the whole experience has just been wonderful to go down there. And earlier Curtis said that a lot of times at Microsoft we can seem or feel Redmond focused, and to work with a school in another country and to really understand their cultural challenges at a deeper level, has been almost life-changing to a point where you really understand the challenges that these people go through. And to go out and do ethnography with them when they did their filming for some of the stuff that you'll see, and to actually live this and not just see it through a presentation, but really go and visit all the sites that they went to has been great. So to share the stage with these guys, I'm both humbled and I'm excited when they come out and present their work. And we can run through sort of all of the projects right now.
Yep. So while these projects weren't selected, there were some really powerful areas that were explored and some things that are very unique to the culture of Mexico. This first project, Pixis, was really designed to look at leveraging existing social networks and the information and the connections that people have built, but do it in a way that would enable them to quickly find help leveraging that network if they ever ran into a situation. And it could be something that's serious, like my car broke down, or something that may be less serious but important at the time is what's available around me that would be a good place to gain a particular service or dinner or what have you. The next group, Ibun, focused on leveraging a network to connect people to different types of services that were close to them, meaning around their home. So if my neighbor has someone cleaning their home, maybe they can get a better deal if they join with other neighbors within that area to have their home clean. Plus, they know through this personal reference whether or not that person is good. And that can go to a variety of different services. And this is something that I think we learned through this program is Mexico is very service-oriented, down to having someone come take my garbage cans out to the street. So it's definitely a service that could be leveraged. The third program was Synopsis. And this program was similar to, I think, another program that's being talked about in that this was leveraging the skills that people have and connecting people to trade those skills, not for money, but for some other service. So if I'm proficient at playing the piano and I need someone to come fix my sink, maybe they have a need for a piano player, or there's a third-degree connection there that would enable me to get my service completed, but also provide a service to someone else. And then the last one, and this is the project that you're about to see, was the project we selected, has some really powerful challenges that are associated that this project looks to address. It was one of the reasons why we picked this project over the others. The others had some really good work. They built prototypes. They went through a variety of exploratory and iterative design processes. But this project really, I thought, would be interesting to Microsoft and get us thinking more about how cultural differences between us and other countries really can impact our design decisions and the way that we think about solving some of these issues through design. So with that, I'd like to bring out the Kueponi team. Good luck, guys.
Hello, we are Team Kueponi, and these are my teammates, interactive designer Pablo Mora, Marianne Giseman, and Francisco Martinez, industrial designer Valeria Narro, and an interactive designer Maria José San Martin, and we come from Universidad Iberoamerica in Mexico City. As we explore what social meets service means, we identify some unique challenges that citizens of Mexico are dealing with. Being this unique to Mexico, we felt it important to set the foundation for this talk with a short video that outlines some important facts from our research.
We are here to open a window for those who had the door closed in their lives. As you just saw, Mexico has major social challenges regarding population growth and lack of government support of education, which correlate in a high percentage of students not having the ability to attend high school. These are very serious issues and have a broad impact on the economic challenges that we face today. The most troubling area that we decided to explore more deeply was the student dropout rate. As we looked into this issue, we found out that out of every 100 students who start elementary school, 74 go on to middle school, and only 38 start high school. The reasons for why this happens are many, but the need of help is clear. Teens who are not able to attend school need a chance to improve their knowledge and skills without relying on government-run school, which simply cannot scale to the population growth of Mexico, thus leaving many without education and options. We designed the system to address this need by facilitating partnership between teens, universities, and companies to provide technical skills and employment opportunities for those teens unable to attend high school. The value of Kueponi is different between each of its three target user groups. First, as you saw from our foundational research, there are not enough high schools to support the amount of students coming out of middle school. For those 62% that do not get in, there is no government-sponsored alternative. The second group are senior college students who, according to Mexican law, must complete social service in order to get their degree. Lastly, socially responsible companies who are interested in hiring technically certified workers. Let's take a closer look to the users of the system. Our system offers teenagers between the ages of 16 and 20 who were not able to attend high school an opportunity to better themselves and gain a certification on a specific technical field. This opportunity will enable them to gain a higher wage and have a brighter future. The second user of the system are the tutors. Senior-level college students are responsible for teaching and helping these teenagers become certified on a specific technical area. Kueponi offers a great opportunity for these teenagers to help these teens in need, while meeting their 6-month to 2-year social service requirement, which they must fulfill to graduate from a Mexican university. As we look into the business user and the benefits to them, we find that by joining and participating in Kueponi, they gain access to Conocer certified candidates. Conocer is an existing government certification which ensures its holders meet specific competences. In addition, this business gets to take advantage of special tax credits from the government, which are focused on rewarding social-centric companies. Now that you have been introduced to the users of the system, let's take a closer look to how the system works. Kueponi is made up of a few key elements. First, a central web-based database that has specific features designed for each end user. Second, are Kueponi spots, digital and physical, available throughout the city, focused on bringing visibility to the program and providing a convenience for those wanting to sign up. Finally, there is a strong marketing campaign that's focused on connecting with the 3 Kueponi users. Now, let's have a look at how the system works through the eyes of a teenager in the following scenario.
Felipe is 18 years old and lives in Mexico. 3 years ago, he finished middle school and didn't get accepted into a high school, so he began working at the market carrying crates. At the beginning, he was okay with it because he thought it was temporary. 3 years later, things were still the same. He had the same job and had an income of $2.5 a day. His dream of becoming a chef started to fade out. And after 4 failed attempts to get accepted into a high school, he decided to stop trying. One day, while waiting for the bus, he saw a poster advertising Kueponi that caught his eye. He had heard of it, but never considered it. This time, it made him realize that he had another chance. So he wrote down the phone number and called. Through the phone, he got information about the program. The Kueponi advisor instructed him that he will need to take an aptitude and skill test to be considered. And after talking with him about his interests, she directs him to one of the 3 possible Kueponi spots located close to his home: an Office Max, a subway station, or a Vips restaurant. He decided to head over the subway station. When he arrived at the Kueponi spot, he browsed the system, looking for potential areas related to culinary education. He found what he was looking for and applied by filling out the required test to submit his application. Meanwhile, Mariana, gastronomy and culinary arts student of Anáhuac University, was looking for a project in her social service fair. She saw Kueponi and thought of it as a great option to give something back to society. She gave her curriculum and created a profile. Then, she was connected with potential students. Felipe was one of these candidates, and after reading about his passion for the culinary arts, she felt that he would be a great match for her. Over the next 4 months, Felipe and Mariana met in different Kueponi spots around the city, focusing on learning the core competencies that his food preparation certification required. When he finished Kueponi's program, he was able to demonstrate the necessary skills to obtain Conocer certificate and get listed as an available candidate in Kueponi's site. Vips, a Mexican restaurant chain that is a large contributor to Kueponi's system, received notification of new eligible candidates aligned with their open positions. They saw Felipe's profile, interviewed him, and hired him. Today, Felipe's dream has come true. He's working in a place he likes and with a much better salary. He's continued his education through Kueponi's system, growing his skills in other areas that will enable him to move on in the company. Now, let's hear some extra benefits from the project.
In addition with the things outlined in the scenario, Kueponi will help reduce the gap between medium and low social classes by creating a bond between each student and its tutor. It will increase the chances for small to medium-sized companies to grow, and most importantly, it would provide Mexico with a stronger foundation for future generations. Now, let's see some first-hand feedback given by potential users captured in one-on-one interviews.
Yo creo que Kueponi me va a dar una nueva oportunidad en mi vida, no solamente para estudiar lo que quiero, sino para conseguir una mejor chamba y salir adelante.
Kueponi podría ser una buena opción para realizar mi servicio social porque ayuda a mi país al apoyar a gente como yo a salir adelante. Creo que juntos llegaremos muy lejos.
Como empresario, Kueponi es una magnífica oportunidad para contratar personal de muy alta calidad. a la vez que aporto al proyecto y, lo más importante, deducir las cargas fiscales en mi empresa.
Kueponi encourages the idea that together we can reach higher. In order to realize Kueponi as a real implemented project, there are still some things that need to be concluded. First is to start a beta phase of the web application in order to gain real feedback from users and see if we're meeting their needs. Second is to pilot the system in Mexico City's low-income areas, starting with 1 or 2 universities, 1 or 2 companies, and 20 or so teenagers. And finally is to invite companies and universities to join our project. Kueponi is a step forward into our country's development. We are aware that we cannot help all of our student dropout cases, but with this, we can make a contribution that will help fill a gap in our current educational system. College students are privileged and have the commitment to contribute to our society. Out of this statement, the idea of a project that helps unite the different social classes and overcome our great educational issues was born. This is Kueponi. It has been a gratifying research project in which we were able to integrate design into a solution that would help us grow together as a developing country. Thank you.
For starters, fantastic presentation. You guys did a really phenomenal job. Both like the exchanging between speakers, the graphics, the information, everything's really, really good. I think the thing that really sticks out for me in this is the connection to the tutors. I think a lot of projects like this tend to fail because they try to rely on other forms of bureaucracy to try to get people connected to education. And it misses this component of getting them connected to people. And it seems to me that the tutor is the link that a lot of teens need to get the confidence to go and get the kind of education that they might need. So I think that was a nice little twist in there. I would have liked to have seen a little more of the real product. I think the research was really good. The presentation was really good. I would have liked to have seen just more how the product actually works and functions. But well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, one of the things I really love about Ibero is the way that you really bring the culture into your projects all 3 years. Really nice to see. And the other thing I just realized is you guys like tackling the really big, hairy, hard problems, which is great to see also. I think this is a really hard one, and I like the way that you guys have approached it. I think what you've got is a nice virtuous cycle. You've got the 3 kinds of users involved, and they each have a good reason for being involved and for helping each other. And I think that's probably the best solution that you could come up with in a design for this. The question that I'd ask you, in addition to what the name means, because I'm really curious, is so this is one of those challenges with the social network kind of environment. How do you bootstrap it? How do you get the right number of initial tutors and the right number of initial students and the right number of initial businesses? Because this is one where you have to kind of get the mix good to get going early on. If you have too many students, not enough tutors, the students will get kind of dismayed, and the tutors will look at it and they might say, well, there's too much work to be done. If you don't have any businesses involved, you don't have that link. So I'd love to hear how you guys are thinking about pulling those pieces together in the right kind of mix.
Well, first the name. She's going to explain it.
That's what for the social network is for, to get the control of the teenagers, the students, and the companies that we have, and see how many teenagers are, the needs that they have, or the fields that they want to be in, and the tutors. There, as many tutors as we have, and the fields that they are in, that's going to make the connection, and of course the company's needs are going to be in order to get the tutors and then the teenagers.
Well, and the name means to grow in Nahuatl, that is a First Nations language in central Mexico.
Great job on the presentation, echoing Brad's comments. It's especially interesting in service design is actually a lot about policy and actually quite a lot to do with marketing and communications. And that aspect of this, outside of the software component, you've nailed the marketing component. It's good to see that that's part of the whole campaign, is that you're reaching out to, at bus stops and having the posters and the compelling ways to reach out and get people involved in these things. And that, I think, as software-focused user experience people, we tend to sort of forget the other disciplines almost that are helpful to us in getting participation. So great job there. Also, just the presentation of the problem that you're solving. I have no understanding of your culture or all sort of politics and difficulties and stuff, but I totally got it, within a few seconds, and I'm motivated to see what you had in terms of solutions. So great job. Lots in common with the Guru project, actually. Just an interesting kind of parallel was sort of connecting sort of people who have knowledge with people who want it, and I think you guys actually went a lot further, tackling this in a big, much broader political and social context, and brought in the interests of the business into that sort of triangular relationship between the sort of parties, and just really strong work. And I'd love to see you guys get funded and have a huge impact. So, good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks.